If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstmb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Pull up, we bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube? Mascot. We're back out with another video. Today's video, we got this new point center build in NBA 2K21. Now, let me tell you guys what I mean by a point center. Pretty much, this build is going to be a point guard, but it's going to be made to play as a center on the 2s, on the 3s, all that good stuff. The reason why I decided to make this kind of build, if you guys notice, because I definitely have, a lot of people have been making 6'8" center builds, and as most of you guys know, 2K just announced that you can actually make 6'8" point guards. So I was like, why not try making a 6'8" point guard as playing as the center, like on the 2s or the 3s, because everybody's gonna be making 6'8" centers. So it's not like you're gonna be shorter, you're gonna be the exact same height, but you're gonna be a point guard, gonna be way faster than a center. So it's actually pretty glitchy. I know you guys, if you guys played NBA 2K17, I know you guys remember how there used to be 6'7" lockdowns, 6'7" point guard lockdowns that I used to run as a center on the 2s, because I definitely remember that. They were definitely glitchy. That's where I got the idea from. It's a very nice build. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to make it. So you do want to make it a point guard, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now moving on to skill breakdown with this build, man, we are gonna be picking the all defensive pie chart. This build, I'm telling you, it's pretty much like a lockdown defender. It's gonna have insane defense. You're gonna be able to finish and decent playmaking. Make sure you guys do pick this pie chart. Moving on to physical profile with this build, man. Now here's a very big thing. We're not 100% certain if strength is going to affect how good you can set screens this year. Let's be honest, for the past few years, strength really hasn't mattered when it came to setting screens. And like I've been telling you guys, man, I highly doubt that 2K really changed anything for 2K21 on the current gen. I feel like it's gonna be just like 2K20, and if it is, strength didn't really matter when it came to setting screens in 2K20, so I doubt it's gonna really matter in this game. Now next gen, we can't say, because we know that's gonna be a completely different game than current gen, but current gen, I feel like 2K didn't really go out of their way to try to really change many stuff, so I feel like strength's not gonna matter. So personally, I would recommend you pick agility and vertical. The reason why I tell you guys to pick this pie chart, because you want to have good speed and vertical, so you can get up there, play good defense, and you can jump really high so you can grab rebounds. Because I know most centers are going to be 6'8", but that doesn't mean every single center is going to be 6'8". There's still going to be 7'3" centers, so you need to have high vertical so you can get up there, jump really high, and grab the rebounds. So personally, I would recommend you pick this one. Now if you do want some strength on your build, I would go balance, but personally, I don't think strength's going to really matter when it comes to setting screens, so I'm going to recommend you guys pick this pie chart. Moving on to attributes, make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum bet as possible. Max out your close shot, driving layup, and driving dunk, and your standing dunk. You want to put this to a 46, so you get 12 finishing bet. Now moving on to shooting, just max out your mid-range shot. That's all we're going to be doing for shooting. Moving on to playmaking, max out your pass accuracy and your ball handle, and put your post moves to a 35, so you get 10 playmaking bad. Now moving on to defense, put your interior defense to a 57, which is 1 point off of the max. Max out perimeter defense, lateral quickness, and steal, and the block. You want to put this to a 58, which is 2 points off of max. And your offensive rebound and your defensive rebounding, you want to put this to 1 point off of the max. So put offensive rebounding to 71 and the defensive rebounding to a 76, just like that. So you get 30 defensive rebounding badges. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 12 finishing, 1 shooting, 10 playmaking, and 30 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's total 53 badges for this point center build. As you guys can see, this build is really nice. You have really good finishing stats. This build is going to be able to get contact done, so keep that in mind. It's going to be very nice. I decided to give you guys a little bit of a mid-range shot. You will be able to knock down mid-ranges if you're wide open, because I didn't want this build to be an absolute shooting liability. So if you're open for the mid-range, it's going to be nice to have this mid-range maxed out. You do got some pretty good playmaking badges, no speed boosting or nothing like that, but you still can dribble the ball here and there. And defense, everything's pretty much maxed out. The reason why I didn't max out the block, rebounding, and the interior defense, I took down maybe 4 or 5 upgrades from this, so I can get an extra finishing badge and an extra playmaking badge. It's still very nice because pretty much everything's maxed, but you still got 30 defensive rebounding badges. Now we're going to move on to Sustaman. Body shape does not matter. Like I told you guys, this build is meant to play as a center. It's a point guard, but it's meant to play as a center, so I'd recommend you pick either Burley or Built. I'm telling you guys, Burley's probably the best body shape for this, so I'm going to recommend you pick this. Moving on to height with this build. Like I told you guys, we're making the build 6'8". This build is meant to play as a center, and like I told you guys, man, a lot of people are going to be making 6'8" inside center, so this build's going to be able to compete. You're the exact same height. Make sure you guys do make the build 6'8". Moving on to the weight with this build. Now, if you guys did pick this pie chart, you're probably automatically assuming, oh, let me max the weight out real quick so I can compensate for some, get some better strength. But personally, whenever you max your weight out, your speed drops below an 80, and I do not want that. So honestly, I'm gonna put the weight to 217 pounds. The reason for that, if you go any higher, your speed drops to a 79. Now trust me, I know when you hit 99 overall, it's going to be like an 83. 79 plus 4, it's going to be an 83. I know it's going to be in the 80s at 99 overall, actually 96 overall, but still, I want it to be 80 off rip. It's really up to you, man, but I just want to have an 80 speed off rip. At 99 overall, it's going to be an 84. You're going to have an 81 acceleration, a 93 vertical at 99 overall. You guys know how insane that is. You're going to jump so high from the rebounds. I'm telling you, this is such a glitchy build. Make sure you guys put the weight to 217 pounds. Moving on to the wingspan of this build, of course, you want to max your wingspan out so you get some better defense, of course, and you get better finishing stats. This build is going to be able to get contact dunks off rip. You need an 84 driving dunk to get the pro contact dunks, and you need an 85 driving dunk to get the elite and small contact dunks. You guys see you have an 88 driving dunk off rip, so you'll be able to lock 3 contact dunks off rip. As soon as you make the player, you're getting contact dunks, and at 99 overall, you're going to have a 92 driving dunk. That is absolutely insane. This build is really glitchy. Max the wingspan out, and look at your defense. Man, I'm telling you, you're insanely fast. This build is for sure going to change NBA 2K21. It's just such an insane build. Moving on to takeovers with build, man, it's either lockdown defender or slasher. Honestly, you could pick slasher because you are getting contact dunks. But lockdown defender, I feel like this is the better option. You have really good defense. It's going to give you a plus 10 to all your defensive stats in takeover. It's going to make the build that much more glitchy. So I personally recommend you guys pick lockdown. But if you want slasher, go ahead. It's a pretty good option too. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a two-way finisher similar to Ben Simmons, Penny Hardaway, and Malcolm Brogdon. Now this is definitely pretty much similar to a Ben Simmons build. I don't know about Penny Hardaway and Malcolm Brogdon, but I could see Ben Simmons. This is a really nice build. 53 badges. Now I'm gonna show you guys my personal recommendations for the badges like I do in every single of my videos. If you guys do watch this video, make sure you guys do the like button, subscribe, put sub count real quick. You guys see we're at 59,800 subs. We're 200 subs away from 60k subs. If you're watching this video right now, you like what you see, make sure you guys do the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and if you're new to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to give you guys really good builds all of NBA 2K21. Put this to 99 overall real quick. Now, like I told you guys, man, we're getting 3 contact dunks off rip, so keep that in mind with this build. You definitely want your contact finisher, obviously. You're getting contact dunks, you need that badge. Fancy fork, I'm not sure if this badge is going to be as good as it was in NBA 2K20. Hopefully it is. It probably is going to be, but I'm just throw the badge on. You definitely want your slithery finisher, and I would say Lob City finisher. These are probably the best finishing badges. Moving on to shooting badges build, we only have 1 shooting badge. We did max out our mid-range shots, so personally, I would just throw on catch and shoot. It's going to help you out a lot. It's going to give you a bigger boost to that open shot when you're taking a mid-range. The good thing about this game, we don't have to worry about throwing upgrades on quick draw, so you can just throw on catch and shoot, you'll be fine. Moving on to playmaking badges build, we have 10 playmaking badges. Now here's the awesome thing about making this build a point guard. We have 10 playmaking badges, but like I told you guys, I'm planning on using this build as playing like a center. So for me, I would definitely throw on my floor general, and I would definitely throw on my dimer to help out your point guard on the 2v2 court. Man, it's going to be insane. I'm telling you guys, you cannot get these playmaking badges on a center. Now you have 4 upgrades left. I do want bailout, so I think I'm going to throw on bronze bailout, and I think I'm going to throw on quick first step on gold, just so you can drive to the paint because you do have contact dunks. I feel like these are the best playmaking badges for this build. You want some other badges, change your badges up, do whatever you want to do. Moving on to defensive badges build, when you have 30 defensive badges, you definitely want brick wall. It's a point guard, but like I said, you're an inside center. Pretty much, you're going to be playing like an inside center. So I'm going to be setting screens with this build. So you definitely want brick wall, intimidator, clamps. I'm telling you guys, you have lockdown defender takeover. It's going to be absolutely insane. Rebound chaser for sure. Max rebounding. You definitely want rim protector. Now we do have a max steal, so I'm throwing on Hall of Fame interceptor. I definitely want that badge. Chased on artist. I think I'm going to throw this badge on bronze. That's all you needed in NBA 2K20, so I'm assuming it's going to be the exact same. And box, I think I'm going to throw this badge on. I'm going to do bronze as well for that. Now 4 upgrades left. I would usually do pogo stick, but I heard that this badge got patched. Nobody's 100% certain though because the game hasn't came out. It might be an excellent badge this year, just like it was last year. but nobody knows. So I think I'm gonna pass on that badge, and I'm gonna just do post move lockdown. This badge will help you against taller post scorers that are trying to bully you. It's gonna be hard for them to try to bully you, pretty much. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the best point center build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys do the like button, subscribe. I'm telling you guys, this build will change NBA 2K21. So many people are gonna be using point centers this year because you can make 6'8" point guards. That is absolutely insane. We never had that in any previous 2K. Very nice build. Let me know down in the comment section below what other builds you guys want to see. But that's pretty much it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.